What is going on YouTube? Taylor here from OA Cheddar, and in today's video I'm going to be walking you through our shipping department for our FBA business. Last year we sold roughly about $1.7 million worth of inventory, and we shipped out, it's about 900,000 and some change as far as cost of goods sold, and we shipped it all out of our warehouse here that you're seeing behind me by one guy, the master himself, Charles. So I'm going to give you a little tour of our shipping warehouse, walk you through how we receive our products and check them into our system using Cheddarsoft. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on inside and take a look at what we got. All right, so welcome to the warehouse. Let me just give you a brief little overview of the space that we have here. This little warehouse is roughly about 1,500 square feet. We do only use half of it. Everything where you see where the racks are, that is another separate business over there. Everything from those green racks and towards us is our Amazon FBA store. So hopping over here to the left, we have our boxes, we have our packaging materials and some shelves. These are some boxes that our products were shipped to us in. We're repurposing those boxes, saving money on shipping materials. We have all those boxes right there, a little too small to be used, so we're actually getting those ready for recycling. Everything over here are items that have been returned to us from Amazon, so we just need to receive those, figure out whether or not they're going to go to our eBay store or if we're going to send them back into Amazon. Turning around, let's see the door leaving. We have all of our packages that are going out today. Charles already got those prepped up between yesterday and this morning, so UPS will be coming to pick those up. And then we have our mail bucket right here. Over here we have our merchant fulfill section. So these are all our merchant fulfilled products. We don't usually try to buy too much merchant fulfill. Our primary focus is FBA, but when we do, we'll put them over here and stage them prepped up, ready to go before they get shipped out. Moving alongside, we have some bubble wrap. Again, we recycle and repurpose all of the bubble wrap that we get, saving us some money on packaging materials. Over here, you'll see the items that we have received. So these boxes were dropped off to us over the last 24 hours. And Charles right now is getting those prepped up and ready for shipping out. So at first we bring them into the warehouse, we stage them right here, and then he will go through and open up each box and check that in. These racks right here are all our eBay store and maybe some other merchant fulfilled products here, like some clothing. But our eBay store lives over here. This is just where we take all of our items that were either we couldn't sell them or they were returned to us, or we received them in a way that we didn't want to sell them on Amazon. So we went ahead and just put them on eBay to liquidate them. And then over here in the middle, we have our racks. The racks are where we stage all of the products before we check them in and send them into Amazon. So you see right over there, Charles is opening up and receiving products. He opens up the boxes, takes a picture of the products. Once he does all that, he stages them over here, and then we go ahead and get them checked in. So we have our prep table right over here. So you can see Charles is going through and getting some stuff ready. Above here, we have all of our poly bags, all of our tools and materials that we need. We have our label printers, our main printer, and then we have our computer space where Charles will check in the products. All right, that sums up the quick little tour. Let's go ahead and hop on over to the prep table with Charles as we receive our first order, and I can start showing you the first step in our preparation process to ship out to FBA. All right, guys, so this is Charles. Charles is Grant and I's cousin, and he is our only shipper. He is responsible for shipping out over $900,000 worth of products last year in 2021. And so what he's doing right now is he is opening up an order that we got from Barnes & Noble. Now, when we receive a product, we take it to the prep table, we open up the box, and we lay out the product with the box still on the table, the packing slip, and then all of the products. And you see there, he is taking a picture. Now we take these pictures because this is the proof that not only we receive the products, but where we receive the products from. And we also have our packing slip. You saw that Charles took multiple photos of each individual product as well as the packing slip. He will then normally flip over, take a picture of the UPC as well. So that way we have multiple pictures of this order, of each product and the UPC that goes along with it. now that the box has been opened, we got our pictures taken. Charles has taken the product and he has put it out on one of our shelves. So when he is starting, one of the things he does is he takes his first product and he starts it on one corner of the shelf, and then he will work his way around. And he does this for a reason. When he is entering in the information into Cheddarsoft and then eventually uploading it to Inventory Lab, everything is done within this order. The reason why is because when he goes to print off his labels will be in order with where the products are laid out on the shelf, making it easier to make sure that the proper label goes to the proper product, and so on and so forth. All right, so the product has been checked in. We opened the box, we took our pictures, it's on our shelf. So now let's go over the next step of the process, which is taking the products that we have from the shelf and checking it into Cheddarsoft, and then getting it ready to upload over into Inventory Lab to print out our labels. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that order that we just opened up from Barnes & Noble, hop on my computer and show you how that's done. All right guys, so I am back in my computer right now. I am going to go ahead and create a shipping batch to start receiving and checking in these products that you saw on the shelf earlier in the video. If I go to shipping inside of Cheddarsoft, it will take you to a page that looks just like this. It just shows you all your shipping batches. And I'm gonna start by creating a new shipping batch. And since we plan on shipping this out on Monday, and today's Friday, I'm going to name this shipping batch the Monday's date. Now, you can name your shipping batch whatever you would like, because you do have an area here where you can actually select the shipping date that you plan on shipping out this batch. So if you want to name your shipping batch anything specific, you can, and you will still have a date, so you can reference that as well. Once I've added in those pieces of information, I'm going to leave the rest of this blank because I don't have a tracking number. My marketplace is always FBA, and I don't have any shipping batch notes for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and when I do, you'll see that you have the new batch that pops up and that you have 0 items. So now that we've created a shipping batch, we are ready to start receiving products and checking them into the Cheddarsoft system and adding them to that shipping batch. So I'm going to come over here to orders, and when I pull up orders, it's going to show me all the orders that I have placed. I'm going to start by searching out the order number for this Barnes & Noble lead. So as I'm typing this order number out, just know that you don't have to know the order number to use the search bar here. You can search up keywords. So if you want to type out the name of the product, or if you want to search the ASIN, you can do all that and it will pull up all the orders that have those keywords or that ASIN inside of it as well. I've come here, I see my order here from Barnes & Noble. I see that I'm supposed to be receiving 18 items. I've only received 6 so far out of that first box that we opened up. So I'm only gonna record those 6 items. So I'm gonna come over here and open up the order. When I open up the order, I can see all the details, how much I paid for everything, all the items, and what I am supposed to receive. So I'm gonna come down here to my first item, which is this Naruto Next Generations book. I've received 2 of those so far. I purchased 4. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by creating an event. Now when I create an event, I'm gonna create a ship to FBA event because I intend on shipping this into Amazon. And I'm going to select the shipping batch that I plan on adding this product to, as well as the number of units that I received. Next is going to be the quality control check. So here is where we will check to make sure that the UPC matches, that the title matches, the images match, description matches. So before I fill that in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the Amazon listing. And I'm also going to go over here to Inventory Lab, to the Scout portion of Inventory Lab, and I'm going to type in this UPC that I have for this product. Normally I'd have my Bluetooth UPC scanner, but that's out in the shop, and I'm doing this in the office, so I don't have that. So I search up this UPC, and I realize that this UPC does not show up in the results for Scoutify. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to pull up the Amazon listing. I have the where I purchased this from Barnes & Noble up right now. I'm going to come over here to the Amazon listing, and I am going to look. So I see here that I have an ISBN number 978-142-149-8222, which is a match with what the ISBN number is on the book. That is because UPC codes are normally on most items, but on books, sometimes they are not. So I see here that this is a match from what I'm holding in my hand and what is on the Amazon listing. I see that the image is a match, it's the same product, and that the title is a match as well. This is volume 3 of this next generation series. So all that checks out. So I can come back over here into Cheddarsoft and I can say that, even though technically it's not a UPC, the ISBN is basically the same thing, and that does match up. The title matches, the image matches, and the description. If I come down here, I can kind of read, if I want to read this whole description, I can. But since the fact that everything here is a match, it's pretty safe to say that we are looking at the exact same product. So then I will just hit the description match, and you'll see that that turns green, letting you know that all 4 points for quality control has been checked and they all passed. There is no expiration date for this product, and I don't intend on sending this item in on a different ASIN because the ASIN was a match and we had the ISBN matching. Same thing with the title. I don't need to put a new title in here because I am planning on sending it in on this ASIN that we have already had provided for this order. So UPC is where I can record this ISBN number for what I receive. This comes in handy if ever I have to investigate this product. I can see that, hey, the number that we had recorded when we received the product is a match to the listing, and so we're good. Next, I am going to create my MSKU. So I like to create my own MSKUs. If you leave this blank, Inventory Lab will populate a SKU for you, but I personally like to make our own. So I'll do Boruto. Let's get rid of that N and add the B. So Boruto. Let's see, we'll do it next gen. We'll do volume 3. So I like to give some type of description of the product itself. And then I like to put in the source. So Barnes. Let's see, we'll just do barnes.com. And then we'll do our price, which our price is $9.75. We put the price in there because it helps us reference that when we're repricing or looking at the product on Amazon inside of Seller Central, we know how much we paid for it. Next, I need to set my list price. My list price is required and needed for Inventory Lab, and that is just going to be the price that I will be sending this product in on before my repricer goes in and changes it. So what I normally like to do is we look at the year-long history, and we see that the product is selling at $27.85, and in the last year, around $28, it's still selling. I like to set my price up higher than what it is currently selling for. That way I don't miss an opportunity. Say all these offers drop down and go out of stock before my product goes live. I want to make sure I can sell this for top dollar. So I'm going to set this up for probably around $35. I want so high that it doesn't sell too quickly before I have a chance to reprice it. But I also don't want to set too low. I don't want to set actually too high to where I could get in trouble with Amazon and get a improperly priced product notification from Amazon, but I also don't want to set too low to where I'm going to sell it so quickly. Minimum and maximum price, I'm going to leave these blank for right now because we still currently manually set our mins and maxes when the product arrives at Amazon, but you can add that in here right now. Is if you know what your min and max will be, you can actually add that information, and then you can take that information from the export from Cheddarsoft and upload it to your repricer, making repricing super easy. There's no shipping notes I need to add for this item. So once I'm done here, I'll just create the shipping event. And now I can see in my log that this product has been checked in, added to a shipping batch, and I can come in here and I can view all the information. So if I want to edit the shipping event for anything, any reason, maybe there was an expiration date that I needed to add in, I can do that. I can view it if I come down here, and I can view the events to see what I received. So next product is going to be this Gal Gohan Volume 7. I go over here, create my ship to FBA event, add it to my current batch that I'm working on. I also received 2 of those. We're going to come over to Inventory Lab, and we're going to enter in UPC code, or the ISBN number, which is 978-164-827-0963. We're going to search on that. Sure enough, that does pull up a product. It looks like the ASIN ends in 0964. So I come over here and I can see that 0964, that this is a match for the product that I am trying to sell and that I've received. So I come in here, I see the Amazon listing, Indeed is a match. We have the same title. We have the same image. Everything looks here is checking out. The ISBN number is a match to what I'm holding in my hand. So I can come over here to my quality control. I can check all because everything does line up. Again, no expiration, no need to replace the ASIN or the title. The UPC code, I'll actually just type this in real quick. So UPC code, and I'll do the same thing with my MSKU, my list price. I'm gonna come over here and look at my Keepa graph, and I see 25, 28 in the last 3 months. It looks like Amazon was in stock on this product for the majority of its life, or its whole life, except for these last 3 months. So with this one, I'm gonna set my list price up probably around $30, just so that way it doesn't sell too quickly. So I'm gonna come back over here to Cheddarsoft, set my price to $29.99 for my list price. Again, I'm not entering anything for my min and my max. And from there, I'm all good. I check this product in. And now you can see here that I've ordered 3, I've received 2. Sorry, I've ordered 3, I've received 2, and I've so far shipped out 2. I've added 2 to my shipping batch. So you can get an easy look at what is exactly happening with this product or with this order. Next is this Tony's Guess How Much I Love You audio play character. So I have 2 here, and I ordered 3. So I'm gonna receive these 2. I'm gonna come down to my shipping batch, select the shipping batch, come in here and add 2. And then I'm going to go to Inventory Lab, and I am going to type in the UPC code for this product. I search that UPC code. I see if it pulls up in your results. It's thinking right now, and it does pull up a result. It looks like it ends in, the ASIN ends in JKWQ. So I come over here and I can see JKWQ, that we are looking at a match and that it is the same product. So I'm going to come over here, just do a quick look. Okay, image looks correct. Does come with the book that I'm holding in my hand. Looks like the title is a match. We know that the UPC is a match. And just a brief glance over the description. Everything looks good here. Looks like we also have another matching product. So I'll come in here to my quality control check all. No expiration date, no reason to change the ASIN or the title. UPC code, we will go ahead and enter that in here, and then same thing with my SKUs. So looking at my list price here, I see $25.99 is where it's currently selling at. This item is selling pretty well, so let's see, even around $30 it's sold, even around $37 it's sold, even up as high as $40 it's sold. So let me set my price up to $39.99. That should be enough protection, so that way I don't sell it without having a chance to reprice it. At the same time, it's not so high to where I might get a pricing violation from Amazon. So now you can see that I have received all 6 items. You also can see that each item will show the UPC code and your MSKU once you've entered that in. So again, you can quickly reference. I have all my items right here in my log checked out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change my status from ordered to partially received. And now if you go back to this order, you will see a status that says partially received. So let's just take a quick look at what that looks like. So I'm going to come over here to my orders. Cancel real quick. I need to make sure I save my changes. I'm going to go to orders. And if I search out this order number, you can see here that it now says partially received. And if I go to all my statuses here, I can see that partially received is highlighted as my number 1. Real quickly, if I were to just open back up all my orders, you can see how statuses can really help you in your business. So I have a total of 4,266 orders inside of Cheddarsoft, 4,000 of which have been closed, which means we've received everything, sent it off to Amazon. We're all finished with it. We have 50 orders that need some type of reconciling. So that might be we need to go ahead and confirm that we got a refund. We need to send a product out to get a refund. Anything partially received or orders that we've kind of like this one where we ordered 18 items, but we've only received 6 of those items so far. We have 184 orders that are still technically in order status. We've purchased them. We're waiting for them to arrive to us. And then draft is just an order that we created. You know, if I select it, you'll see here, this is just a test order. And I can actually go ahead and just delete that order from here since it was just a test. So that's the orders. If I go back over into shipping now, I can come here and see that I've received 6 items in the shipping batch that we started. I can view that shipping batch and see what are all the items that I have in here. Once I'm done, and come Monday, what Charles will do is he will then export this list You can see here that's downloading a CV or CSV file right now that is going to be formatted for Inventory Lab. So I can come into Inventory Lab, I can go to List and Prep, I can go to create a new batch. Once I create a new batch, what I would do is I would include a buy list CSV, and I would just go in, find that file, upload it to Inventory Lab, and then from there, all the details are already figured out. Your ASINs, your list price, your MSKUs, everything is filled in. All I would essentially have to do is click a few buttons, and then I would get to the point where I would be printing off my labels. Once I print off my labels, I just finish the shipping process out through Inventory Lab, get everything in their boxes, and shipped off into FBA. And so that's just a little look into our shipping process and how we receive our products, and also how we send them out and check them into Cheddarsoft, and then kick it over to Inventory Lab to print out our labels and send it out to FBA. So I hope you found this video was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and we'll be happy to answer those questions. If you want to check out what Cheddarsoft is and learn a little bit more about it, go ahead and just go over to software.oacheddar.com and take advantage of the free 30-day trial that we have going on right now, guys. Cheddarsoft is a game changer when it comes to running your business. It makes it super easy to hire employees and build up your team and have good systems and processes, whether you are sourcing products or if you are taking advantage of the whole system and ordering products and recording those orders, checking them in and receiving them, and then sending them off to FBA. Cheddarsoft is a perfect tool for any OA seller. So on that note, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one.